One day on 360, the kidnappings and abuse that shocked America. Two teens abducted in Missouri and held captive by this man, Michael Devlin. This week, the former pizzeria manager pleaded guilty to numerous charges and is facing multiple life sentences. One of the boys, Sean Hornbeck, was held by Devlin for more than 4 years. 360's Randy Kay talked to the boy's parents.
What was it like for you to stand so close to this man who did such horrific things to your son?
Nauseating to just be in the same room, to know that I'm breathing air that could have possibly passed through his body. It just made me sick to my stomach. It's, you know, being in the room with, to me, one of the most evil persons on the planet.
But more of Randy's interview with the parents of Sean Hornbeck Monday on 360. Hope you join us. For our international viewers, CNN Today is next. Here in America, Larry King is coming up. I'll see you Monday.
Tonight, a rare hour with music legend Eric Clapton. Addiction. Heartbreak. Survival. All next on Larry King Live. We welcome to Larry King Live a return visit with Eric Clapton, the Grammy winner, 18 times over. He's the only 3-time inductee into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. He's the author of a great new book, Clapton, the autobiography, there you see its cover, and a new CD simultaneously, Complete Clapton, a career-spanning retrospective of the music of the guitarist known as Slowhand. Why, Eric, the autobiography now?
Before my memory completely failed me, Larry. I don't think it would be long before all of this would just be like a blur, you know.
That was part of it? Get it down
Part
now?
of it, yeah. I was kind of persuaded by a friend, and I started out as a sort of ghost writing enterprise, and then I thought, when I looked at it, I thought, well, I think I can do a better job, so I kind of consigned him to research duties, and I took over writing.
Did you know it was going to be everything hung out? You were going to lay it all out?
Well, I couldn't see any other way to do it. I mean, and I think I needed to set the record straight on just how I came to be where I am now, really. I mean, I also, as well as losing my memory, I thought there was something, it was like a message I could carry to, you know, that you can actually come through all that kind of stuff and still have a good life.
Was it hard to do?
The writing? No, yeah. Because I always enjoyed writing. At school, I did well in English, so it was nice to get back in touch with my education like that.
So was it hard to emotionally lay it out?
Yes, in some parts. It was difficult to visit some of those tricky areas. Yeah, it was.
How'd you get through it?
I think the difficult part is actually describing emotions. Actually, you know, literally figuring out how to put that into words without it being mawkish or sentimental. So that was, I mean, sometimes I had to go over and rewrite.
Is it easier to do that in music?
I think it is. I think actually words are tricky, you know, that music doesn't lie. Words can manipulate, you know.
Some of your songs, like Layla and Tears in Heaven, very personal. Is that easier to open up, say, to write a Layla as a piece of music?
Well, also don't forget, Layla, for instance, it was disguised as well, because the song was written about someone with another identity. So I was already kind of removing myself from being direct about that, and that made it easier in a way.
With all you've been through, and we'll get into a lot of it because you write a lot about it, you've been addicted to drugs and alcohol, survived suicide attempts. Do you think you're lucky? Lucky to be alive?
I don't know if I believe in luck. I think I'm very fortunate. There is such a thing as luck and being in the right place at the right time. But I suppose I've had to believe in the end that I was brought through it all for a purpose. That's what I choose to think.
How have you stayed 20 years sober?
Without breaking my anonymity, I'd just say that I go to 12-step meetings.
And that did it for you?
And help other people. I mean, that's done it for me, yeah. And also trying to give back what I've been given too, which is part of why I wrote the book.
It amazes me, even after 20 years, you still go to the meetings, right?
Yeah.
In other words, you don't say to yourself, I've got it down, I don't have to go.
That would be a foolish thing to assume, I think. I wouldn't want to take the risk.
You mean you're always an addict?
I think so, yeah.
Friendship with George Harrison, you write about that in the book. How did that begin?
We met when I was in the Yardbirds, and they were doing a Christmas show in Hammersmith. And I was in the Yardbirds, and we were bottom of the bill. And they were very, very, very gregarious guys that would come around and introduce themselves. And George, we talked about guitar strings and guitars and music, and became friends.
Were they easy to open for? Some acts are difficult to
Well,
open.
it's a different thing because they were playing to, it was a teeny bop thing. It was my first experience of, screaming girls in the audience. I didn't think it was a very comfortable situation. I'm not sure if they did either, but that's what they got,
And you became obsessed with George's wife, Pattie Boyd?
Bit by bit, yeah, it turned into an obsession.
Explain an obsession.
An obsession is where something will not leave your mind. I mean, when I with all of the practicalities of the situation, the fact that she was a close friend's wife, and it shouldn't really be allowed, I shouldn't be allowing myself to think about it, it just wouldn't leave my mind. And we're talking about a long period of time.
So every time you try not to think about it, you think about it.
Come back in, yeah, wake up in the morning, there it is.
So you finally confronted it, right?
Yeah, but not until, I hasten to say, I thought it was an appropriate thing to do. I mean, it looked to me like their marriage was failing. So I thought, well, what have I got to lose?
And George let it be appropriate, didn't he?
Yes, I think so.
He didn't say, what, are you crazy? Or
on the face of it. I mean, that's the one thing that I think none of us have ever really been sure of. Because George was, like his record label, was a dark horse. And he didn't always tell you exactly what he was thinking. So it may have been that it hurt him more than he let on,
Was it hard for you to do, to tell a man, I'm in love with your wife?
I had no choice. And I think he knew anyway. I mean, it was fairly obvious, We weren't that discreet. And I think I remember his response was, I'll swap her for your girlfriend, and that may have been the time, the period of time that we were in. It was very kind of cavalier.
Eric, she was an obsession before you were intimate with her?
Oh, yeah.
What was the intimacy finally like then? Obsession gotten?
Yeah.
Did it equal the obsession?
I think so, yeah. I think so. But what we have to remember there is that as that was going along, so my addiction was growing. I was getting hooked on everything. I was drinking, and so I was getting number. So in a way, it was sort of cancelling itself out. And I think it was all part and parcel of it. I was trying to kill it at the same time.
How did that affect your playing?
Oh, it imbued it with quite a lot of energy, I think.
Really?
Yeah. It was, well, we're talking about that album, the Layla album, was written about my intentions and my feelings about her long before I'd ever said anything to her, really. So.
Did she know it was about her?
Yes, I think so. Well, I told her in the end.
Did the alcohol and the drugs affect your playing?
Yeah.
For the bad or the good?
Well, I think it's also mixed up. My experience of some drugs was that they sort of short-circuited you to a place of creativity which I would have had to normally work much harder to get to. So I was sort of shortcutting systems, and in a way that was good, but the price was very high.
That was something to come through then.
Yeah.
Now she eventually leaves George for you, right?
Eventually, yeah, mid-70s, that's right.
Now, she wrote her own autobiography bearing the same title as one of your songs, Wonderful Tonight. In it, she says, you told her you'd begin using heroin if she wouldn't leave George for you. In other words, you made a threat of this obsession.
That's right, yeah.
You're a tough guy, Eric.
No. It was a little bit silly, don't you think? I mean, it was a childish thing to do. And the truth was, as I said in my book, I was already strung out anyway. So it was kind of childish manipulation. It didn't work anyway. It made no difference.
No, it didn't.
No, it didn't work.
When it wore off, did you look back and say, what was I thinking? Or not?
When what wore off?
When the love for her wore off.
No, I think in a sense, I think if all those other mitigating things hadn't been involved, if you'd removed the drugs and the drink from the equation, if you removed George as my best friend and her husband from the equation, maybe we would have stood a chance. But there was just too much weight brought to bear.
Lots coming up with Eric Clapton. As we said, this is a brilliant new autobiography. Clapton, the Autobiography, is the title, and the complete Clapton is the new CD with it. Coming up, the tragic death of his young son, Connor, and much more in this special hour with a legend, the one and only Eric Clapton, when Larry King Live returns.
Larry King Live, proudly brought to you by Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
That ought to do it.
Assuming you've done enough for retirement doesn't make much sense either. That's why you should invest with Edward Jones to make sure you're on the right track. Because 2 out of 3 Americans are unprepared for retirement. Don't be one of them. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
The turbocharged Acura RDX with super handling all-wheel drive. The perfect balance of exhilaration and control. Rain isn't a problem. It's an inspiration. Acura Advance.
Take advantage of attractive lease rates on the 2008 Acura RDX for well-qualified customers.
I might break a few too many rules, but someday I'm gonna change them.
Kids with ADHD are sometimes known for their disability, but someday they could be known for their abilities.
Sometimes I disrupt class, but someday I'll disrupt conventional thinking.
You know your child with ADHD has unique talents, and you wish everyone saw them the way you do. Treatment is helping, but is there something else you can do? Now there's a free Roadmap to Success kit designed by ADHD coaches and moms. For yours, call 1-800-213-6108. The kit gives you a 4-step roadmap to success for your ADHD child with tips on working with teachers to help them progress consistently. 10 tips to improve focus and organization, plus a goal tracker so you know you're helping them succeed and someday maybe exceed.
I wasn't picked first on the team, but someday I'm gonna own one.
Call 1-800-213-6108 now for your free Roadmap to Success kit.
I have a little trouble in school, but someday I just might teach the world something.
More video, more news, more people saying, I just saw it on CNN.com.
Monday, beginning at 6 a.m., immigration nomads. Are strict immigration policies causing illegal immigrants to move to certain cities and states? Then at 9, Donald Trump on Larry King Live, only on CNN.
Want me to break the up?
Well, no, not quite. Just an example of aggression in your music.
Yeah, right.
We're back with Eric Clapton, the autobiography. Great cover, great book has been written, and a matching CD with the same cover. Why'd you choose the guitar?
To play?
Yeah.
Well, it was I think it was the one. Other instruments, I tried to play the violin, I tried to play trumpet, I tried to play all kinds. I mean, I thought about all these other instruments, piano too, but the guitar, when you think about it, is the most versatile, really. I mean, you can pick it up and take it with you wherever you go.
You play all kinds of guitar?
I play electric and acoustic, really, that's it.
Write your own music?
Now and then.
Now and then?
Now and then.
All right, this must have been the hardest part to write in the book about Connor. She was born to your girlfriend, Lori, while you were still married to Patty. How did that affect you? I mean, you were living two lives?
More than two, I think. I mean, I think I was living a fantasy life in my own head. I was living a life with Patty. I was living a life with Laurie. I mean, and all of it coupled with the denial that I would need to carry on a fairly comprehensive drinking career. So it was a mess.
The drinking career, you call it a career, was important to you?
Well, it was a full-time job. Well, that's a career, isn't it?
Connor is born. He lives in New York, right?
He lived in Milan and then came to visit New York. He died in New York.
I know.
Yeah.
The day of that, where were you when he died? He was what, 4?
He was 4 years old, and we had been to the circus the night before, out on Long Island, and I was staying in a hotel not far from where he was staying.
You weren't living with his mother?
No, she was already, I mean, we had sort of split up. And she was staying with a boyfriend of the time, and she already had another child, I think, at that time. And I got her on the phone in the morning saying that he had fallen from the window, and that he was dead. And
on the phone?
On the phone.
She said it to you?
Yeah, because I was set to go around and pick him up for lunch.
Where was she calling from? The hospital, or?
From where they were staying, a place called the Galleria on 57th Street.
Did you rush right there?
It's funny, I didn't rush at all. I slowed down. It was an interesting thing. I was talking to a friend of mine who had a similar experience, and and it was a weird phenomena that when the news was brought to us, and through Laurie, in my case, on the phone, it was almost as if I was trying to stop time. So I put the phone down, and I remember very, very slowly walking from where I was staying to where they were, which was it wasn't far, about 5 blocks or so. And kind of going over it in my mind, thinking, this hasn't happened. Almost like I was trying to freeze time. And when I got there, when I got close by, I saw paramedics and police cars and things, and I thought, this looks like it's true. You know?
Do we know the circumstances, how he fell?
The inquest said that it was misadventure, that in fact that it was an accident, that someone was cleaning the window in the apartment he was staying in, which was very high up on the 50th floor or something, and the window cantilevered. Somehow you could open this whole window from floor to ceiling. And I don't know if it cantilevered that way, or vertically or horizontally. I'd have never seen it in the flesh. I never actually had the guts.
You never saw the window?
I never went into the room. I never had the nerve to go into the room.
Wasn't there, maybe I'm mistaken, some question that this could have been safer?
Yes. In fact, they asked me not long afterwards, the New York Council asked me to do a safety broadcast, and I did. I did a thing on TV saying that this kind of thing must be put a stop to, that there should be some kind of guardrail or something. The net result was he fell from the window.
What was the effect of the death on you?
Well, the effect is, it's not a question of what, the effect is that I have part of my mind is like a little, I mean, most of my life is clear and open today as a result of being in recovery and being, a happy recovering man. But there is that part of my life which is still not completely clear. There's, I think that's something that I'll grieve as long as I live. And I mean, I look at pictures of him, and it's almost as if I'm looking at someone else's life. Like it's not, and there's still an element of denial in it for me, I think, that I haven't really
Some people I know who, when they've lost a child, lose their faith.
Yeah.
Did you have faith to lose?
Yes, I had faith, but I didn't lose it. And I still have the same faith.
Why didn't you lose it?
A few things happened shortly thereafter which gave me reason to believe that there is a purpose in all this. And one of them was that I was talking at a meeting for people in recovery, and a woman came up to me, and I was describing this and said that, in fact, I never thought about picking up a drink or taking any drugs as a result. I mean, it never occurred to me for some reason, whatever reason, which I believe is something to do with this thing we're talking about. And this woman came up to me and said, what you said to me today, what I heard you say today took away my last excuse for having a drink. And I said, what do you mean? She said, well, because, and I talked about this in the book, she said, I had held this one thing in place so that if anything happened to my kids, for instance, I'd have a legitimate reason to go out and get drunk. And you took that away. And I thought, well, there you are. There's some point in all of this. So in actual fact, this happened when I was about 3 years sober, and it gave me something. It gave me something. So as much as something was taken away from me, something was given to me too.
But you miss him all the time.
I miss him all the time.
As we go to break, Eric wrote a song about Connor, Tears in Heaven.
Would you know my name if I saw you in heaven? Would it be the same if I saw you in heaven? I must be strong and carry on, 'cause I know I don't belong here in heaven.
Come on, what woman doesn't melt when they hear an accordion?
By the time I met Randy, I knew what I was looking for.
Everybody's complex. We oversimplify ourselves and we oversimplify each other a lot.
What's been surprising about love is that it's a lot easier than I thought it would be.
It feels good not to have to be anything other than who you are. I put that on my eHarmony thing, by the way, is me playing the accordion.
Did you?
No.
Log on to eHarmony.com and review your matches for free.
Medicare Part D plans can drive you up a wall.
With the options and the enrollment periods and the changes.
Why does it have to be so frustrating?
I just want my medications.
The AARP Medicare RX plans insured through United Healthcare let you choose from 3 easy-to-understand plans to fit your budget and prescription drug needs. Call now for your free information kit. These plans include 100% of the name brand drugs covered by Part D or their generic equivalent. Nationwide coverage with over 60,000 network pharmacies. And plans are even available with no annual deductible. And all you have to do is qualify for Medicare. You don't have to be an AARP member to join. Call now to get your free information kit and ask about a free personalized rate quote. AARP Medicare RX plans, insured through United Healthcare. It's your choice.
An alleged sex predator's husband accused of shooting one of his wife's students. An exclusive interview with the alleged killer, Nancy Grace. Headline News tomorrow, 8 and 10 Eastern.
We're so lost. No, I am not, man. Dude, I dropped my phone. No, the road. Whoa. Okay.
How would you like to save your life from an ugly, reckless driving death? Don't answer yet. There's more. Act now by slowing down, and we'll guarantee you complete satisfaction.
That's awesome!
In the real world, there is no spokesperson to prevent reckless driving. There's only you. Speak up.
Whoa, Andy, slow down.
Andy. Andrew.
Can't hear you, Dad.
What do you mean he can't hear me? He's right there.
He's televisophoner netting.
What?
Televisophoner netting.
Televisophoner what-y?
Televisophoner netting.
Isn't that what I said?
Televisophoner netting, made possible by the Comcast Triple Play. Experience TV, phone, and internet together like never before. It's Comcastic.
The minds of the DC Snipers, CNN Saturday and Sunday night, 8 Eastern.
We're back with Eric Clapton, his autobiography just published. By the way, are you still amazed at all you've accomplished professionally?
It seems like several lives to me. I mean, that thing about that book, when I've looked at it, I realized there's sort of 3 different people in there almost. There's me as a kid, there's me as a drunk, there's me as a recovered person, and that's not really even taking on board all the things that I've done in my musical life, you know.
Were you a natural musician? By that I mean, did you take to it?
Well, I think part of my gift, or if I have one, is that I love listening. I mean, even if something happened, God forbid, that I couldn't play anymore, I would still love listening to music as much as anything.
Can you explain, maybe the hardest thing to explain, addiction? Why does someone intelligent, successful, become a victim of something?
I think it's a disease. I think the thing that you managed to do here a long time ago was to put it, you know, in the medical dictionary as a disease. The American Medical Association labels it a disease. We still don't. In Europe, it's not. It's still a moral dilemma. You know, it's still,
really.
Yeah, it still has quite a lot of stigma attached.
Didn't
to it.
know that.
Mm-hmm. I think one day it might change, but it's not changed yet. But I mean, and I think with all of the facts about it, when you take 2 alcoholics and compare them, they usually have really pretty similar symptoms. You know, there are symptoms, which makes it just the same as any other disease.
Were you addicted as soon as you started drinking?
Pretty much, yes. I mean, I have an addictive nature, and it was there before. It was there in sugar. I mean, I was hooked on sugar from day one as a kid.
Did you smoke?
I did. I stopped about 15 years ago.
What about the song Cocaine? What were you thinking? Were you deeply in the drug when you wrote it?
I was doing it, but I did.
Found my God in music and the arts. Where do you find your God now?
I find him at the bottom of my bed, usually. In the morning, I get down on my knees and pray. And at night,
do?
I do, yeah. I've done that for a long time now. So I talk to him in the morning, and
So you believe
him or her,
you
or
believe
whatever.
someone or something is listening?
Something or someone, yeah, I have no, it's a complete abstract thing, and I believe that they are listening, yeah. It's been my experience that most of the things I pray for eventually come my way.
Really? And you pray for things?
I pray for knowledge, really, of what I'm supposed to be doing on any given day, and for the ability to stay sober.
Are you angry that he or she let Connor go away?
Of course, yeah, of course. Well, I mean, I still don't know what the purpose of that was, but that's not necessarily mine to know. I mean, that's my acceptance of it.
Hard, though, isn't it? Isn't that hard?
Very, very hard. No one said it was supposed to be easy, but...
Is it harder for the celebrity to stay clean, you think?
I think that there are elements of fame that can be very destructive. I mean, the thing with paparazzi, being hounded the minute you walk out of your door or come out of a restaurant, and there is that. I mean, that is, I find, a very disturbing phenomena. And
it makes it harder.
It can provoke all kinds of strange, I mean, very violent emotions, and it's very disturbing spiritually, I think.
An incredible career, only 3-time inductee into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and a Grammy winner. What was it like being in the movie The Band?
The movie, The Last Waltz?
Yeah, The Band.
That was great, yeah, that was great. Well, I mean, Robbie and I go back a long way. Robbie Robertson and I are good friends, and we've been collaborating on things for a long time.
Have you done more films?
I really don't. I'm not very good at taking direction. I mean, when you're working on a movie, there's a lot of people coming down, you know, stuff comes down from head office, you know what I mean? It's tough.
There's more to come with Eric Clapton as we go to break. Eric with the band in The Last Waltz. Step away.
doctor said to me, Peggy, you don't understand. Pancreatic cancer is inoperable and incurable. And he says, well, Peggy, you've got 2 months to live. It was like he was telling me, go to the store. There was no compassion. You know, it was heartbreaking. My life was an hourglass. I was home, laying on the couch, just dying. My sister Pam called the Cancer Treatment Centers of America. When I got there, I knew that I was going to be cared for. I met with the doctor after the tests were done and said, how long do I have? And he looked at me and he said, Peggy, we did a lot of tests on you, and I never saw one thing stamped on the bottom of your foot that said you were going to die in 2 months. You have no expiration date. I thought, wow.
Cancer Treatment Centers of America is unlike any other cancer hospital, full of hope, committed to your fight. We use every weapon: surgery, chemotherapy, radiation, nutrition, spiritual support, and mind-body medicine. We surround you with a real team, working together, all under one roof.
Each time I went back to the Cancer Treatment Centers of America, I responded better. My tumors were shrinking. Came back in September again, and they still couldn't see anything. I said, you're kidding me. We'll see how it goes. We'll keep testing, but we can't see the tumors anymore.
Please call the number on your screen to speak with an oncology information specialist and receive a life-changing information kit and DVD packed with valuable information. Call now and learn about treatment options you may not even know exist.
It's really unbelievable how one doctor can tell me I have 2 months to live, and then I go to the Cancer Treatment Centers of America and they save my life. Hope is a mainstay. Hope is everything.
Don't give up. Your fight is our fight. Call Cancer Treatment Centers of America today.
Metal detecting is one of America's fastest growing outdoor activities. I saw the metal detector ad on TV, and I've always wanted one. So I called. Detectors are so easy to use now.
The whole family gets into it.
There's never been a better time to start detecting, so call for your free catalog today. And just for calling, we'll include White's Detecting Adventure Kit absolutely free. You'll get the Detecting Adventure DVD and White's 25 Best Kept Secrets to Finding Treasure with tips to help you find more. Call for your catalog and free kit now.
Larry King tomorrow. Howard K. Stern slaps back.
It's not just a sex allegation. The whole book is garbage.
Plus, losing Anna Nicole and her baby and more. Larry King, tomorrow 9 Eastern, only on CNN.
Almost single-handedly given rock a musical authority which only the deaf cannot acknowledge. Their motto is simple: forget the message, forget the lyrics, and just play.
In a white room with black curtains near the station. In the sunshine of your love. Stand at the crossroads, believe I'm sinking down.
Back with the incredible Eric Clapton, the autobiography just published. Tell me about this Crossroads Center in Antigua. What is that?
It's a rehab. It's a rehab.
It's yours?
It's owned by a charity, really. I built it. But I never really wanted to think of it as mine. In fact, I wanted to distance myself from it as soon as I could so that it would have its own identity. But I built it.
Have you been there a lot?
I usually get there once or twice a year if I can and spend some time there.
Did Britney Spears spend time there?
That's not for me to divulge. I don't. I've heard. I probably know as much as you, so I can't confirm it. But it would be nice if she was. I think it's a good place.
What makes it special?
Well, it's in a beautiful part of the world. It has a very, very solid program, good staff. I mean, it's one place you could go and really kind of focus on getting straight. And there's no distraction there. And it's run on the 12-step principles, so.
And Antigua's a beautiful place.
It is a great place.
You're a very unusual guy, as you know.
I'm glad you think so.
Your current wife, Melia, when you started dating, you were actually dating her and another lady simultaneously, the three of you going out together.
Yeah.
How did that work out? And how did you get that deal?
Well, I mean, I'm an old guy, and it wasn't, to me, on the face of it, it wasn't ever going to be a serious issue. I mean, just these two young girls, and I thought, well, I'm having the time of my life. I mean, I learned in the last few years how to have fun, you know. I mean, I was never a fun guy until maybe 10 years ago.
No, you were serious.
I was just a miserable kind of, yeah, I really think I was a kind of, too serious. And a lot of the time, you know, just down. But you know, thanks to being sober and learning to look at life a little differently, a few people advised me to go just have fun. You know, when you go take a girl out, you don't think about getting married to her straight away. You know, that was always my thing, was take it to the end conclusion, you know.
Were you happy when you were playing?
Yes, of course.
That was fun.
I don't know if you'd call it happy, though.
Fun?
I mean,
Did you enjoy it?
I enjoyed it, but I don't know if I was happy, because at the same time, especially when I was drinking or in early recovery, I was so critical of myself that it was painful, you know. I mean,
really?
Yeah.
Very self-critical?
Very self-critical.
Perfectionist?
Perfectionism. You nailed it.
Would you do a cut over and over again when you recorded?
Over and over again. Or just not even bother, or just give up, or...
That must have made you difficult to deal with.
Very difficult.
For engineers.
Very difficult.
Recording people.
Yeah. Yeah, not a lot of fun being around me, Larry. Maybe it's better now, but...
But it's still the same way, in a sense?
No, it's much better now.
All right, how does a global rock star meet and fall in love with a girl from Columbus, Ohio?
I don't know. I think this is all a thing about prayer, you know, when I said that, you know, some of the things that I've asked for, I mean, it's not that I was praying for love but I mean, I think that these things have been given to me just because I'm kind of in the right place at the right time. I don't know. I mean, I finally made a good choice. Thank God.
How many times in your life have you been in love, do you think?
Not often. Not often. In lust, maybe. I don't even know if I knew what love is. I'm still not sure if I know what love is.
I don't. Do we know what is it?
I think it's action is what it is. It's a doing thing. It's when an act of love is when you do something for somebody when you really don't feel like doing it. I think that's...
Yeah, that's... You want to go where?
Yeah.
Your first daughter with Amelia, Julia Rose, how did it feel to be a father all over again at age 56?
Fantastic. I mean, it was a great moment in my life. Very, very... I mean... You know, I love my oldest daughter too. I love all my kids, but Julie there's something special about Julie, and
what is it?
I don't know. It's very difficult to describe it. She's the one. When I leave home, she bursts into tears. I mean, it used to be my wife did that. She doesn't mind quite so much. But Julie has a real hard time letting me leave the door.
Were you present at the birth?
Yes.
That's no bigger thrill than that.
No, it's fantastic. Yeah, she was born in Columbus.
We'll be right back with the incredible Eric Clapton. Don't go away.
I've been on the road too long. Moving in the wrong direction. I don't know where I belong. I don't know what I will do if I can't get back home. Troubles I got on my own.
I might break a few too many rules, but someday I'm gonna change them.
Kids with ADHD are sometimes known for their disability, but someday they could be known for their abilities.
Sometimes I disrupt class, but someday I'll disrupt conventional thinking.
You know your child with ADHD has unique talents, and you wish everyone saw them the way you do. Treatment is helping, but is there something else you can do? Now there's a free Roadmap to Success kit designed by ADHD coaches and moms. For yours, call 1-800-213-6108. The kit gives you a 4-step roadmap to success for your ADHD child with tips on working with teachers to help them progress consistently. 10 tips to improve focus and organization, plus a goal tracker so you know you're helping them succeed and someday maybe exceed.
I wasn't picked first on the team, but someday I'm gonna own one.
Call 1-800-213-6108 for your free Roadmap to Success kit.
I have a little trouble in school, but someday I just might teach the world something.
Diabetes doesn't have to take over your life.
Edge Park Medical Supplies carries all major brands of diabetes testing supplies, including Accu-Check products. That's why thousands of people prefer Edge Park. Since 1928, we've been earning the trust of people like you with diabetes needs. Call now and receive a free diabetes catalog, the Diabetes Edge newsletter, and completing the Circle of Care magazine from Accu-Check, full of information on diabetes self-management. Edge Park's knowledgeable, friendly staff can help you choose the testing equipment that's right for you and complete your insurance billing for you. Then your supplies will be shipped directly and discreetly to you with no shipping charge. Call now. Edge Park accepts Medicare and most insurance plans, including over 700 HMOs.
I don't have to do anything but just wait for my supplies. And that's freedom.
So you get what you need when you need it. Call now and receive a free diabetes catalog, the Diabetes Edge newsletter, and completing the Circle of Care magazine from Accu-Check, full of information on diabetes self-management. Call 800-442-9812 to get your free diabetes information kit.
Hey, there's that Bamzoo spot.
Oh, I love Bamzoo.com.
Bamzoo has many of the great products advertised on Turner Broadcasting.
It's easy to shop online. No run into stores or remembering phone numbers. Just log on.
You know, we could do a Bamzoo commercial.
You think?
I don't believe in ghosts. I used to be afraid of when I was a little baby. Ghosts are not real. Ghosts are make-believe. I'm not afraid because I'm brave.
If only brain tumors were make-believe. For these children, there's nothing more frightening. It's an awful reality and one that's real to me. My grandfather died of a brain tumor, so now I'm doing what I can to make this scary thing go away. Please join me in supporting the Brain Tumor Foundation for Children. Please help if you can.
One person can make a difference. Today, that person is you. Go to cnn.com/impact to learn how you can help. Impact your world today at cnn.com/impact.
Time can bring you down. Time can bend your knee. Time can break your heart. Have you begging, please? Begging, please.
We're back with Eric Clapton. Back to Tears in Heaven again. When you recorded that, was the intention not to bring it out?
Yes. Yes, it was. I mean, getting back to being serious, it was a serious song, posing a question, because you know, from as far back as I remember, people had been leaving my life, or you know, I was saying goodbye to people that were close to me, and I'd never really figured out what we were supposed to do with that, or what I was supposed to do with that, whether, you know, what they teach us in church and what religion talks about was a reality, whether we just become energy, what is it all about? So I mean, it was a question, you know, will I see you again?
So if it wasn't going to come out, did you make it available to the listening public?
It wasn't ever supposed to be published or recorded or anything. It was a friend of mine called Lily Zanuck who was making it.
I know Lily.
Yep, and she's a great friend of mine, and a lovely lady, and she persuaded me. I was working on a movie for her, and she
makes hit movies.
She makes great movies, and I did the score for one of these films called Rush, and I played her the song because it was just after Connor died. It was the first thing I did after he died, was to work on this film. And she said, "You have to release that. You have to record." And her argument was because it will help somebody. I mean, and I had forgotten that. I had forgotten that that's really why.
Do you still play it?
I don't, actually. I don't, because I don't think it's appropriate anymore.
Why not?
I don't know. I haven't really thought about it. I've tried to put it in a couple of shows, and I think because the feelings aren't fresh, it doesn't feel right.
Going back in your life, your mom was 15 when she got pregnant by a Canadian serviceman in Shipley, England, at the end of World War II. You were raised by your grandparents, who you thought were your parents. When did you find out, and what was that like?
I think I found out when I was around 7 or 8. I think in a way I was lucky to find out when I did, because it was difficult, and my life kind of took a weird couple of turns. I mean, I became very, very introspect, resentful as a young teenager, but I did manage to move through it.
What about not knowing your father?
Well, I grew up with some pretty good alpha males in the family. I had a great grandfather, I mean a very good grandfather who taught me a lot of the ethics that I kind of live my life by today, and my uncle was. So I didn't miss. I had good men there. Obviously I didn't have a direct relationship, and I'm sad about that. But I didn't have anything to compare it to other than the men that there were.
Any musicians in the family?
Everybody played.
They all played?
Yeah, all played, yeah.
Any professionally?
Not professionally, no.
Your song, My Father's Eyes, links your son Connor's death to the mystery surrounding the life of your father. In it, you describe the parallel between looking into the eyes of your son and seeing the eyes of your father. Tough to write that?
Yeah, but
How
necessary.
did you get the idea?
And necessary. Well, it was a reflection, really, on... I mean, after Connor died, I took myself out of circulation for about a year until I did that movie for Lily. I was really in Antigua. I stayed in Antigua on my own with a guitar, and the guitar never left my hands. And I found I was reflecting a lot on the fact that the closest thing I'd ever had to a direct relationship with a male member of my bloodline was with my son. And in a way, that had probably sort of reflected some of what it would have been like to have a relationship with my father. I really needed to examine that, or just sing about it.
We have an email question from Linda in Toronto, Ontario. It seems you've been doing a lot of touring lately. How do you balance your family life with that?
I take them with me when I can, or I base out of, they go, well, I mean, this last tour I did where I went around the world, we spent a lot of time in America, and they moved back to Columbus, and the kids went to school in Columbus.
Next, this incredible musician says he's nearly deaf, but he will not wear a hearing aid, and we'll find out why when we come back.
I'm going to the river, give me a tangle rocking chair. I'm going to the river, give me a tangle rocking chair. And if the blues overtake me, gonna rock away.
They say a man should always dress for the job he wants. So why am I dressed up like a pirate in this restaurant? It's all because some hacker stole my identity. Now I'm in here every evening serving chowder and iced tea. Should have gone to freecreditreport.com. I could have seen this coming at me like an atom bomb. They monitor your credit and send you email alerts, so you don't end up selling fish to tourists in t-shirts.
Offer applies with enrollment and Triple Advantage.
Monday, beginning at 6 a.m., are strict immigration policies causing an exodus of illegal immigrants? Then at 9, Larry King Live, Donald Trump, only on C.
We're so lost. No, I am not, man. Dude, I dropped my phone. Oh, the road! Whoa! Okay.
How would you like to save your life from an ugly, reckless driving death? Don't answer yet! There's more! Act now by slowing down, and we'll guarantee you complete satisfaction! That's awesome!
In the real world, there is no spokesperson to prevent reckless driving. There's only you. Speak up.
Whoa, Andy, slow down.
It doesn't matter how rich you are, how poor you are, whether you're white, black, gay, or straight, man or a woman, the same rules will apply to everyone equally. It's that easy. It's an easy solution. And it's very, very simple. I like simple ideas that use the tools you already have at your disposal. We got to get our elected representatives to do what's right, no matter what they think is best for their personal business. That's how you stay honest, is you tell people, here's my conflict, but despite my conflict, I will do what's right for the people I answer to.
Comcast Digital Voice is a technological breakthrough. Calls pass through our fiber optic center on their way to your home. Our digital network provides a capacity to offer the first real choice in home phone service with unlimited calling in the US and Canada, 12 popular calling features, including voicemail with email notification and call blocking. Connect to the future. Get Comcast Digital Voice for $33 a month for 12 months. Call 1-800-COMCAST today.
Ford's 1948 F1 pickup and the 1956 F100 pickup.
Two of the most popular Ford trucks ever. Both come with certificates of authenticity. A $60 value for the special anniversary price of only $10 plus shipping and handling.
Order the F1 pickup now for only $10 plus shipping and handling and get the F100 free just for shipping and handling. Call 1-800-960-8438. That's 1-800-960-8438. Call now.
Howard K. Stern on losing Anna Nicole and her baby, and more. Larry King tomorrow.
Bell-bottom blues, you make me cry. I don't wanna lose this feeling. Do you wanna see me cry across the board for you? Do you wanna give me back and take me back? I don't wanna fade away. Give me one more day, please. I don't wanna fade away. In your heart, I won't stay. It's all
Donald Trump, Monday night. Our guest, Eric Clapton. The book is Clapton, the Autobiography. And at the same time, simultaneous, the CD, Clapton, the Complete Clapton. Also just released with 36 of his greatest hits. You're deaf?
Partially. I think, well, I'm not sure which ear. One ear is almost gone. Just loud music.
Too much of it.
Too much of it.
All right, George Harrison's death in 2001. How did that impact you?
I remember where I was. I remember being in Japan and knowing that he had been ill for a long time. I knew it was only a question of time. And I was going to play a show, and they told me when I got to the venue that he had passed. I always get angry, when loved ones die. It's like, I take it. It's like I take it personally. It's so stupid, but it's like, how can you do this to me?
You remained friends despite taking his wife away.
Oh yes, yeah. Well, we were both we were musicians. I mean, that was the thing that bonded us a lot. I mean, the girlfriends, the wives, they were kind of incidental in a way in those days. They're not now, but.
One huge hit for the Beatles was the song George wrote called Here Comes the Sun. You were with him in a field in Great Britain as he was writing it. What was that experience like, to witness a songwriting genius, one of your idols, writing a major song?
Spellbinding. Well, we would visit one another's houses, and he would come round to my house, I would go round to his house, and we always played the guitar whenever we met up. And it was very normal for him to come around and play me a song. He was, he liked. He was pretty upfront about that stuff. He had no nerve or no kind of embarrassment of just playing straight to you.
Did you like Here Comes the Sun right away?
Yeah. Well, he wrote that in my garden, in fact.
That couldn't miss. when you think about it, how could that miss?
Yeah, that's a great song.
Great tune, great lyric.
Yeah.
We have an email question from Sky in Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina. With all you've accomplished in music, is there something you feel you're still meant to write or perform or record? Is there more for you to do?
Yeah, a lot more, I think. A lot more. There's a couple of people I still want to work with, and I do like that thing of collaborating with people. I learn a lot from playing with other musicians, and there's always something left to do.
Another email question from Jim in Whittier, California. Mr. Clapton, I understand that fly fishing is a favorite hobby of yours. What do you enjoy about it, and what's been your most memorable fishing experience? Why do you like it?
I can forget everything. I go out there and my life, it's sort of time stands still. It really does, There's nothing. I fish on the Test down in Hampshire.
The stream is quiet.
Yeah.
And the sizzle of this.
Yeah. I'm getting it dead right. It's that perfectionism thing.
Yeah,
it's one place you can really use perfectionism well.
You're not kidding. As we go to break, Eric Clapton playing with some of the surviving Beatles. Don't go away.
The old friend of mine, Mr. Eric Clapton.
This is a blessed occasion for me because I can share my love of George with you.
symptoms like congestion can occur at any time, and it's hard to avoid the things that cause them. Prescription Nasonex helps relieve nasal allergy symptoms, like congestion. Maybe that's why 6 million nasal allergy sufferers used Nasonex last year.
Side effects were generally mild and included headache, viral infection, sore throat, nosebleeds, and coughing.
For more information, talk to your doctor and ask if Nasonex is the one for you.
These people all have one thing in common: a medical condition where straining should be avoided. Colace Capsule Stool Softener helps eliminate the need for straining. And because it's stimulant-free, going is more comfortable, which also helps when dealing with certain medical conditions. No wonder doctors recommend Colace more than any other stool softener brand. So try Colace capsules for effective, comfortable relief.
This is the AARP Medicare Supplement Insurance Plan card. You know what's great about this card? Wherever you go, nationwide, your coverage travels with you. And that's just one of the many reasons you need the card you can trust. Because with AARP Medicare's supplement insurance plans, you get a full range of plans, personal health insurance advisors, and so much more. If you're turning 65 or older, or you've already enrolled in a Medicare supplement plan, call for this free information kit and Medicare guide. These are the only Medicare supplement insurance plans exclusively endorsed by AARP. These plans, insured by United Healthcare Insurance Company, help cover some of your medical expenses not covered by Medicare alone. Want your choice of doctors or hospitals, virtually no claim forms, and no referrals needed to see a specialist? Remember, our Medicare supplement plans work with any standalone Medicare drug plans. Call now so you're covered for both. Yep, this is one great card.
CNN tomorrow night at 8. The DC Snipers 5 years later. Then at 9, Howard K. Stern on Anna Nicole Smith, Larry Burkhead, and their baby. And at 10, Inside the Mind of the Criminally Insane. Tomorrow night, only on CNN.
You did it once. Now it's time for history to repeat itself. The CNN YouTube Republican debate. Go to cnn.com/YouTube debates and post your questions for the candidates.
Be part of history, the CNN YouTube debate. This time, your voice will be heard.
All my love, when the train pulled up to the station, I looked her in the eye. When the train pulled in the station, I looked her in the eye. I was lonesome, I felt so lonesome, could not help but cry. All my love's in vain.
We're back with our remaining moments with Eric Clapton. The autobiography is now out. Do you still, by the way, you still keep in touch with Connor's mother?
Not very much, no. I've visited her a couple of times, but not in the last couple of years.
Did she take it as bad as you?
Yes. Worse. In fact, I think I made the point of going to see him, you know, after in the funeral home, and she wouldn't do it. And I think that may have kind of hindered her a little bit. I mean, I think she found it very difficult to accept that he had died, really.
Do you still have a thing for fast cars? You're known for keeping an assortment of Ferraris. Back in 2004, you were clocked doing 134 miles an hour on a highway in France. Your license was suspended. Why were you going so fast?
It's good fun. I mean, in France, there's not so much trouble with that particular road, the big auto route that goes down from Calais to the south. There's no traffic on it, but they've started busting people, you know, British tourists. Yeah, and what they do is they take your, they can take the license. If you didn't have anyone with you, you'd be done for, because they take the license away completely, so you can't drive.
Where do you have homes?
I have a house in England, I have a house in France, a house in Columbus, and a house in Antigua.
That Columbus seems so out of the way from those three. What's it like?
It's great. It's great. Well, it's very much like England to me. It has the same sort of countryside, rolling hills, and you know, small kind of civilized communities of people that all know one another. I mean, when I first went there, it was just like those sitcoms you see where people come in the kitchen unannounced.
And how are you accepted in Columbus?
Oh, just like one of the guys, really.
Yeah, not like some big star.
I drive my hot rod around. I like hot rods too. You know, they drive my hot rod around. Everyone's.
Eric, you're going to have a major hit with this book. Not so long between visits again.
I'd love to see you again sometime, Larry.
Welcome back.
Thanks.
Clapton, the autobiography, Clapton, the complete Clapton for the CD, both out now. Eric Clapton, available everywhere. Don't forget to head to our website, cnn.com/Larry King. We've got a special Eric Clapton quick vote. You can also download our current podcast, Kid Rock. Upcoming guests are listed there, too, as always. You can send them an email question. It's all at one hot website, cnn.com/Larry King. Monday night, Donald Trump.
Tonight, outrage over President Bush's complete failure to support what's left of our middle class in this country. New evidence tonight that our middle class is being crushed and in danger of disappearing. We'll have the special report. Also, police officers in one of this nation's largest cities seething with anger because their commanders refuse to allow them to protect their community and their citizens. And the Department of Homeland Security says this identity card will secure our ports. We'll tell you why and where Homeland Security is simply a joke. We start at the ports. And three of the country's best political analysts and strategists join us to give us some perspective on, among other things, Al Gore's Nobel Peace Prize. All of that, all of the day's news, much more.